Good afternoon. The government has announced the biggest change to flight routes in the south for 50 years. The number of planes flying to Heathrow could rise by 50% by the year 2030 under the proposals. While campaigners warn there will be more noise and disruption for residents. But the government says concentrated routes could mean lower emissions and costs, and it could boost the UK's trade links.
Well, one of the things we'll be able to do is to use more exact flight routes to provide variety, so you're not necessarily imposing on one community flights all the time.
An extradition hearing is being held for a West Sussex man wanted in Spain in connection with the disappearance of a British woman. Stephen Jackson from West Wittering was jailed last July for smuggling 17 Albanians into Chichester Marina. Well, he's wanted in Spain for allegedly perverting the course of justice. Well, Thames Water is due to be sentenced for environmental offences, including polluting the River Thames. It involves 5 of its facilities, 4 sewage treatment works at Aylesbury, Didcot, Henley and Little Marlow, and a pumping station at Littlemore. Now, 2 cats have had boiling water thrown over them on a street in Poole in Dorset. One of the animals suffered serious burns across her back and head. She's now being cared for by her owner. People living on the street say they're afraid to let their pets outside.
It's a horrifying thought, because whoever has done this has deliberately set out to damage these cats as much as they possibly can. She's open to infections, and she'll always need to go for regular checkups, and it's just literally been life-changing for her.
Now, an animal charity from East Sussex has been helping orphaned monkeys in Costa Rica. Uckfield-based International Animal Rescue is caring for young howler monkeys. Some of their mothers were killed when they were electrocuted by overhead wires, while the youngsters are often left badly burnt and traumatised. Now, a roadshow is being held on board the Portsmouth-based HMS Iron Duke today, encouraging children to get involved with the First World War centenary. It's being organised by national charity Never Such Innocence. Time now to find out what the weather has in store for us. Here with the all-important forecast is Simon.
From puddles to paddling, driving through Europe. Eurotunnel the Shuttle sponsors ITV Meridian weather.
Well, it's a bit blowy out and it's going to be even windier tomorrow, but for this afternoon, a lot of dry weather around. Temperatures, well, not bad at all, 10-11 degrees. That's way above average for the time of year, but because of that gusty wind, particularly along the coast, doesn't feel desperately warm. Now, as we head into this evening, there'll be a few showery outbreaks of rain here and there, a lot of dry weather too, some clear spells, but because the wind stays relatively strong, temperatures shouldn't dip below around 5 or 6 degrees. So not a cold start to tomorrow, but a windy one. And that wind is going to get stronger. A Met Office weather warning through the day. We could see gusts of between 40 and 50 miles an hour inland. Along the coast around the Isle of Wight, 60 or 70 miles an hour.
Eurotunnel the Shuttle sponsors ITV Meridian weather.
And as always, more on the weather and all the day's news at 6 this evening. Until then, from all the team here this lunchtime, do have a lovely afternoon. Bye-bye.